Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to an old favourite. This is Factory Town, kind of where I started finding my footing in YouTube land. I'd done a few games before this, Kerbal Space Program being the main one, but this was where I much more fell in love with factory games, and this has basically shaped my whole world ever since. Factory Town is a game that I played back in 2018, and if you look on the Steam page, it will tell you the game was released in 2021. 17th November 21 it was released. I had an early access, like a really early access. I started on version 0.034. We're now on version 2.22a, so it's been a long time. I think August 20, was it August? Let me have a quick nosy nose on my channel here. Yes, August 31st, 2018. It's been almost 6 years. Now you might think, why am I playing Factory Town again? Oh, well, I did say many moons ago that when I hit 3,000 subscribers, I was going to go back to Factory Town because I feel it's the game that most people came to my channel to see. I know there's a lot that came from Kerbal Space Program, but I feel Factory Town was where it all sort of started, and it really started going. So we're gonna jump back into Factory Town and see how it goes. We did hit 3,000 subscribers a little while ago. Thank you very much, everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I never did a thank you for that, but thank you to everyone. 3,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd hit 100 or 300, let alone 3,000. So thank you very much for that. I didn't do Factory Town when I hit 3,000 because of time constraints, but also about a day or so before I hit 3,000, a new update for Factory Town was announced, which kind of came out of the blue. I kind of thought Factory Town was done, but nope. Eric has brought the game up to the newer versions of Unity, has got loads more performance updates for it. So yeah, I thought I'd hold off, wait for all that to be sorted out and be done. So we are going to go and play some Factory Town, and I've loved the music. I've loved that. I actually went back and watched my very first episode from 2018. The game didn't even have sound back then when I started playing it. There was no sound effects at all. And I started the episode off by saying my old evening all and bashing the mic, which I used to do a lot. So we won't do that today. He says, no, full well I'll probably bash the mic. Anyway, shall we? Shall we jump in? Let's jump in. It has been a long time. Such a long time that I do not remember. I do not remember what to do here. So I do know I want to play on default. I want to play, but I don't play with the default map because the default map has loads of lumps and bumps and things in it, and you really need a flat world. It's something I always remember from you end up flattening the world anyway, so let's just stop the flat world, shall we? So what I want to do is I want to edit this, and I want to say the starting one is actually going to be swamp forest, and then I'm going to go available biomes. I want to go none, which will just change it all to swamp forest. I like swamp forest because it's dark green. I like the dark green ground, it's better than the right. However, I do want to make sure we add desert into here. Where is desert? Not desert cliffs. Desert cliffs. Oh, I need to add swamp forest as well, because otherwise just on one chunk here. So the game's all done. I don't think it's desert cliffs. I thought it was just desert. Was it oasis? Might be oasis. Let's see, oasis is so we want to add some desert because we need to have cactus to do some things, and cactus can only grow on desert, so I want to definitely do that. I don't see just desert, I see desert cliffs. Oh, flat with desert. So they were flat with desert. No oasis, so flat with desert. There we go. Now you get little patches like this, which is awesome. I also want to change the map size to be infinite, so it just carries on going forever and ever and ever, which is awesome. Resources are going to be absolutely fine to that. I'm going to put the seed in as 13579. Just we'll go with that. Boom, there you go. That's the thing. So I don't know where the desert's going to be, but it's going to be out there somewhere because we will get them. So we have Visit this one visit. So yeah, so they're going there. All the rest I'm going to leave exactly as done. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, just because it's every odd number. That'll do, and that'll do, and it'll be completely flat, and it'll go on there. So this is a lighter green up there. I'm not sure why that's a lighter green. That might be desert. That's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't know. However, I am going to say it has been such a long time that I don't remember how to play this game. Such a long time I don't remember how to play this game. So we will see what I can remember. If I can remember things, I know we have this here. That I also don't know whether stuff has changed since I stopped playing. And I didn't stop playing because I fell out of love with the game. I stopped playing because I felt I'd done it. Like I'd done everything there was to do. So remember, you pick a worker, we click the tree, and then we click the drop off. So yeah, I want to do the same for you. Worker, drop off, and we want to grab some stone as well. And then grab some stone. There you go. Okie dokie. So workers do that, and the UI is really small. So yeah, so we need to get 20 planks. We need to get 8 happiness. So we have tasks. This is the end game. We want to build an omni temple. That's kind of our goal. If I remember how to do it, we're gonna go nuts on logic with trains and things as well because I can. Because I like them. I think that's really good there. Swamp Forest does have this though. It's got loads of like little lake things going on here. So we'll have to fill these in, and you can do that. But it costs you money to fill things in, but we can do that. We can figure it out. That's not a problem. We will basically have a giant flat land eventually. I don't know if I'm going to do anything as dramatic as my previous playthroughs where I had like a giant town with everything being produced just in one giant town, or whether we're going to have places in different. I just don't know. I just don't know what we're going to do. I'm just going to play. So shall we play? Let's play. A house. It doesn't cost anything. Okay. Whoa. I don't remember the controls thing. So footpaths. So yeah, footpaths and houses. They cost wood. Houses are free apparently. Cool. Okay, but we can't build any more houses because we need to upgrade our population cap. So we have 4 out of 4 houses. We have to upgrade the town centre, or is it the happiness level? I can't remember either way. I need to use planks. Planks are made in a lumber mill which requires wood and that. So let's get a lumber mill going. Boom. Yeah, and we want to tell you to make planks. Awesome. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, you, my friend, here. You do this here. So come. Oh no, don't right click. No click. Boom. Left click to that, right click for that. I might change the controls and things to make that easier for me. So we want to have a new task, and the task wants to be I want you to now if I do this right, pick up wood, drop off wood. If I hold shift, is it? No, you only need wood. Okay, I don't want to do it. So yeah, you can add multiple tasks to them. So you see, they have tasks here. So you add tasks. This was relatively new when I last played. So I think it was new when I last played. It's been so long. But you can so you could pick up wood and drop off, and then you could pick up stone and drop off. But we don't want to do that. We just want to pick up wood. That's fine. You have no more wood to go in there. So what I'm going to do is actually I am going to hold shift so I get a plus symbol. And I want to pick up planks, and then I'm going to drop planks off into there. So you will pick up wood, drop wood off, pick up plank, drop plank off. Okay. Cool. Now, I don't know if you skip your task. I think you do. I think if you cannot get any wood, you skip your task, which is fine. That's not a problem. Can't afford we have no wood. That's fine. Okay, so we'll get 20 of that, and that will increase our tech level. Awesome. We should have a well, which needs stone. Okay, which is storage. So yeah, okay, so we need 25 stone. How much stone do we have? We have 16 stone. Okay, so this is fine. This is going. Just taking a little while to do because We can get some more people as well. We have more people. So I can select all of you. I can say, would you drop down tree, drop off in base? There we go. The base does have a maximum amount of storage it can own. I can't remember how many it can store, but I know there is a max there. So you have tech level 2, click to claim. Also, we've unlocked the food market, the school, general store. We've researched masonry, woodworking, basic logistics, grain processing, and civics level 1. Awesome. Okay, well that's research available. So this is all available for research, and these are buildings that we can actually just build straight away now. So cool. We haven't increased our housing because we haven't increased our happiness, or is that based on this? This is based on this. So we upgrade the town centre and we upgrade how many houses it can have linked to it. So right now it's at a maximum of 4, so we have to do that. So in order to upgrade it, we need 20 gold coins and we need 8 houses. Now we've only got 4 houses. How do we increase the houses? Is that happiness? So maximum of houses. Yes, it's happiness. Okay. So how do we get happiness up? Well, we need to feed them things. A school can increase their... So if we click on the house, let me click on the house first. See as well. So it has an XP level. They can gain levels and XP by buying and selling goods. And if we go to here, you'll see the goods they can buy and sell are all here. Water, basic food, hardware, clothing, basic medicine. So water is going to be water. Food is any of these types. Hardware is any of these types. I will go through and explain things a bit better. However, education, as you can see, and you see here, has no number next to it. So even if you were to build a schoolhouse and put it down and feed it with paper, which I don't think we can build yet anyway, but if we could do any of that, and it wouldn't give any bonuses to the house because it cannot accept any. It doesn't want education yet. They want the basic needs like food and water. So let's give them food and water. Water can be done with a well, and food can be done well with a food market and some delivery of things. So let's put down that was the wrong building. Let's put down a well. I'm going to put the well down over here. So wells, you see here we have water next to the we have water next to the water. Of course we have water. So we have water tiles next to the water. If you put a well down, the well will fill up ever so slowly with water. So it takes 2 work units and it's filling up here and it's taking its time. It's been really, really slow because it can't run at super speed. However, if you put the well next to water, it gets a bonus, and you see it's filling up faster. Not only is it just getting the water from there, it's also getting a water bonus from here. So putting anything that has a blue glow when you put it next to water, put it next to water. It's the best way to do things. I'm going to put it there out of the way. We don't have access to pipes or anything yet. Paths, footbridges, pipes. No, we don't have access to fluid pipes yet, so we can't do anything to do with that. So we need to assign a worker to this. Now, we do have more workers spare, so let's assign a worker. So I'm going to go pick up, drop off. Now, this worker here is not just going to drop off at this house here. They are smarter than that. Thankfully, they are smarter than that. So you see they're picked up there. They're going to come back now, and you see they're going to a different house. That's because this one has water. It had in its inventory. It's got water here, so it has the need of water. So it's all good. So now you should be going to that water. So it will go to a house that doesn't have water need full, and the needs degrade slowly over time. Now, when everyone that it has in its range with delivery has the water now, that one's run out anyway. So you'll do that. So you will now come to here. It will then start just round robbing them to get everything in there you need to. So delivering by hand, not developing, delivering by hand. Yes, and we're making monies. We have 5 coins by selling the water. Awesome. We can do better than that. Let's go to buildings. Let's see if we can't get ourselves a food market. The food market, if we put it near a road, you'll see it's highlighting some buildings. See the highlights? They're all turned blue. If we put it there, it highlights just that one. So that's fine. I'm going to put the actual food market right there. It's only highlighting that building, but that's fine because we can put footpaths in to there. No, we can't. Why can't we do that? Because we haven't got enough wood. Really? Can you stop? Drop off your stuff back in there and go and... in fact, I'll tell you what. Let's move this guy over here. Let's say, would you chop down wood? Would you chop down wood and drop off in there? And then would you pick up the plank and put it in there? Okay. So you put a wood in there and you pick up a plank and leave that, and then you'll do that again. It's a bit slower, but that's fine. And then we get some trees in stock so we can actually build roads. Like that. And here. So if I now build this road here to the front of the market and then click the market, you see everyone is highlighted because, hey, they've got everyone highlighted there. The market can deliver any one of these goods to any house in its range automatically. So we're selling water. The market does not deliver water. Oh no. Let's get another person. What you can do is you can grab grain and deliver them directly to a house, which is fine. So they'll do the same. They'll go round robin to the houses. But if you take the grain and drop it into a food warehouse or a food market, sorry, the grain will get automatically delivered to the houses around it without the worker having to travel so far. So much quicker, much easier, much better way to make money quicker, better. Awesome. Also, I've connected this to the grid. You'll see if we mouse over it, it highlights the town centre. And the reason behind that is because, as you can see here, the work speed of your buildings is dependent on the happiness level of your town centre. You can have multiple town centres. So and the happiness is individual. It's not global, it's individual based on each town centre. There is a global happiness up here, which is the average of all your towns. But if you have a second town centre, its only responsibility is the houses and the production buildings connected to it. It's not a global thing. So, yeah. Also, for anybody who's watching who knows this game very well and plays very well, if I do say something wrong, please correct me. My information is old, so I might be wrong on some things. I'm going off what I remember, and it turns out it's quite a lot, which I'm impressed my brain recovered that. So, recovered? I'm impressed my brain recovered that. Recalled. Wish it could recall the words of English. That would probably help. If I draw this line down here, like this, our workers will actually start working faster because they can run faster. So, put down some trees, and then there, and then I'm going to grab all you guys and actually say, would you drop down that tree instead? Go. They won't all drop down the same tree, they will go to different trees. They'll do everything in the area, so that's fine. But as you see, they move faster on paths. There are different paths, there are stone paths and other bits and pieces. They all move faster depending on them. However, you may notice they can't walk through each other, they actually bounce off each other. So, yep. Be careful with that. You can block paths if you're not careful. Let's increase our happiness. But you have to hit the button when it's ready and then fill up the next one. You can miss it. It can pop up then drop it down again. So you miss the button here. So now we have the ability to get more houses, which is what we want. It's exactly what we want. We want more houses. More houses are good. You see there is a range of our town centre. You can increase that by upgrading the town centre. So, yep. So I'll put a house in there as well. Boom, there you go. Awesome. There you go. And now we have an upgrade. Awesome. Let's click on this and click the upgrade button. Boom. Okay, level 2, and our range has increased slightly. Awesome. So, we're also getting pop-ups at the bottom here saying houses increased level 2. Look, the roof has changed. Houses earn experience from basically it's based on money, how much they earn. Bottom they got 20 experience. They spent 20 gold coins, and they now need to they level up level 2. When they level up, they have new needs appear. So now we have education appear. You don't have to fill all of them; they are optional. But the more you fill, obviously, the faster they level up. The more happiness you get. The more happiness you get, the faster your buildings work. So if you have production lines, this is a very simple production line, but instead of it taking, so it takes 3 work units. So normally it will take 3 seconds to produce a wood from a plank. Sorry, a plank from a wood. It will take 3 seconds. So it says 3 work units, and it's currently getting 1.1 because of our happiness. If our happiness wasn't there, it would be 1. So we are getting, because our happiness is up at that level there. I don't know where to see that. There, click it here. So 1 worker is 1. And happiness at 13, it gives us, if you mouse over there, 0.1 worker speed. So we are 1.1 seconds. So instead of taking 3 seconds, it's now taking 2.7 seconds to produce wood, which isn't all that fast. But when you consider later on, you can get your happiness up really high. This could be doing 1 wood to 1 plank in a second or less. You can also add more workers as well. Each one you add increases by 50%. So you have to toss up between whether you want to add more workers to the building or just build a second building. Obviously, the infrastructure required for a second building is bigger, more belts, more things, more deliveries. Whereas if you have it in a single place, it's just 1 point of delivery and pickup. So yeah, it depends what you want to do. Most of the time I find building multiple buildings is a better solution, but sometimes space is a premium. Not because the map's limited, the map is infinite, the one we selected here, but because the area around the town centre is not infinite, it's limited space. So okay, let's run a path out to there as well. So just so we got there. We have some carrots down here, so that's awesome. We have our person here picking the grain up and putting the grain into here, which is awesome and fine and wonderful and dandy. However, you are actually consuming the grain. If we click here, 8, 7, so it's going down. And when they consume all the grain, it's gone. And then we'll consume the next one, which, oh no. So we want to replenish that. We want to build farms so that we can replenish the grain. And also, rather than have a worker out in the world harvesting it, we want the farm to automate it, because that's what you want to do. I think we're a little bit off a farm at the moment. The farm is here, requires farming research. So how do we get farming research? Well, we have to do research. If we push R, we bring up our research here. The research is, well, grain processing is 1, so we can convert corn into grain. Grain into flour. Not corn into grain. That would be with some weird alchemy. But yeah, so we could convert that. And if we look on the houses, is it worth upgrading? Absolutely, it always is. It works out that way. So if we go basic food, so this gives. Let me move this up so we can see it here. This gives, you see at the bottom of the list there, it will give 1 yellow coin, 1 experience, and 1 happiness. They can eat 1 piece of grain, or they can consume 1 piece of grain every 15 seconds, but the happiness duration will last 30 seconds. So they only actually need 1 every 30 seconds to keep the happiness up. But they can consume faster because you might want to actually have your money go up faster. So that's why they can consume faster. So providing you're delivering 1 piece of grain to them every 30 seconds, your happiness will be fine. But you can deliver 1 every 15 seconds to get more money. That's fine. However, if we change it to grain, here, we change it to flour. The food mill, as you see there, it takes 3 grain to produce flour. The flour gives you 4 yellow coins. Remember, this gives you 1. So instead of 1, 2, and 3, you get 4. You get 1 extra yellow coin for it. You get 4 experience, which is 1 extra experience. The consumption time is lower, however, so they don't eat it as often. But the happiness duration is longer. So if you want money quickly, you want to deliver the earlier items and as often as you possibly can. But once you get automation going, you really want to be processing stuff up. So yeah, and then obviously you can turn flour into bread, which becomes even better. 12 yellow coins and 20 experience points. So yep, and still 1 happiness. It's not until we get up to cooked fish that we get 2 happiness going on there. You see all of them have a little smiley face with a number next to them listed there. So yeah, processing is better. You will make more money from it. Grain to flour actually it's not less money. It's more money, but it takes a longer time to do it because you've got 30 seconds instead of 15 seconds. But it's worth doing because it's easier automation wise. So how do we get that? How do we do that? Well, that's where the school comes in. The school doesn't sell goods for money. Let's put the school in, and I'm going to put the school in. Let's put the school over here. Go right here. Now I've got to be careful with so you see down here we have the how much it costs for school. So it's 20 stone and 20 planks there. If I put it here, you'll notice the planks increase. That is because, whoa, and if I press the right mouse button, it's adding supports for the ground that's there because it's going to be over water. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Now, this school from here can deliver to those houses over here because it's connected via the central market. So it does. So long as its sphere of influence includes the town centre, it will deliver to the houses in that town centre. Its sphere of influence otherwise is just purely based upon if you want to have things delivered that it can influence things itself, or it can do it via the town centre. So I want to kind of put it over here. I'm going to put it right on the edge of the map there. Put on. So there you go. You see all them went bubbly because they got a school now. The school doesn't sell a thing for money. No. The school sells paper for research instead. So it still gives you experience and happiness, but it will give you general research points. And in the research menu, we have general research points. So we need to get 10 general research to unlock grain processing. How do we do that? We need a lumber mill. We do. And I want to put the lumber mill next to the water. I'm going to put it on the water slightly. It means it's going to cost a little bit more, but that's fine. I'm going to put it there. I'll leave a gap in between them. And you are going to be doing paper instead. Now, paper requires water. And now if we click on this, you'll see it's automatically filling up with water because it's on the edge of the map. I keep middle clicking to rotate the camera. Timberborn. That's Timberborn controls. I might change it around. Yeah, it's filling with water because it's on the edge of the water on its own. So it's gaining water itself. You can still put water into it yourself if you want to. You can use wells to do it. You can do other things. So you can, yeah, but it will gain water on its own. It just needs trees. For that, we need to grab another person. Fortunately, we have the ability to have 28 people now. So let's put you down there. And let's say, hey, would you take a tree and put in there? Okay. So you will drop a tree, put it in there. Boom. You will convert that into paper. And then the paper is going to go nowhere because, well, we don't have anywhere for the paper to go. So let's output the paper. And I think we can do that via a chute, or at least we could if we had the chute research done. We can't do that. So we need a person. So let's put a person in between the two. And we're going to say pick up paper, drop off paper, like that. And you'll see they don't even move. They just do that there. And you're getting the paper, but you're not getting any in here because the paper's being sold. See the general research? Pop, 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 pop. There you go. It's selling the general research to those people there. We are gaining research, general research points up here. We can push R to bring up the research, and we can then do grain processing. We've unlocked the food mill, and that's our first double. Well, this is our first double series of production. We've gone wood to paper, paper to general production. Now we want to go grain to flour mill, flour to sell. But we'll do that in the next episode. Yeah, in the next episode. So Factory Town is back. It's going to be back for a series, and I'm going to enjoy playing this. I know I am. And we're going to go off from random things, and I'm going to do logic that's utterly off the page and doesn't need to be the way I do it at all. But I like going over the top with it. So, yeah. What do you want to see in this playthrough? What do you want to see me do? Let me know. Let me know. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.